This is Vito Bupkis. And I just want to say this series that we are about to cover, folks, follows New York Mafia capo Dwight the General Manfredi, who just been released from the joint after a 25-year prison sentence. Upon returning, he's exiled by his boss to Tulsa, Oklahoma, of all places. He figured out quickly his mob family didn't exactly have his best interests in mind. The general slowly builds a crew from a selection of misfits to build a new criminal empire in a place that might as well be another planet. Take it away.
Thank you, Vito. All right. Welcome to the first episode of Streamage, CreatiVity Talkin Streamage, where we're going to cover Tulsa King. All right. Starring Sylvester Stallone, written, or actually created by Taylor Sheridan. And episode 1, Dwight Manfredi is released from prison 25 years ago after committing a murder for New York's Inverness crime family. Despite staying quiet in order to protect boss Pete "The Rock" Inverness and his son, Don Charles "Chicky" Inverness, Dwight is told to go to Tulsa since the family doesn't have any prospects for him in New York. Sounds kind of fishy. Dwight is furious and winds up punching out one of Chicky's men, Vince, in anger. Arriving in Tulsa, he obtains a car and a hotel room to work out of, and he hires a taxi driver, Tyson, as his associate. $1,800 a week, not bad. Upon learning that weed is legally sold at a local dispensary, Dwight offers protection to the owner, Lawrence Bodie Geigerman. As Dwight continues making contacts in Tulsa and establishing his base of operations, the FBI learns of his presence and issues a bulletin to all federal agents in Tulsa. One of them is Stacy Beal, an ATF agent who just happened to sleep with Dwight the night before. So this episode, the teleplay is by Taylor Sheridan and Terrence Winter. It's directed by Alan Coulter. The showrunner, Terrence Winter, basically, he's the American writer and producer of television and film. He's a creator, writer, executive producer of the HBO series Boardwalk Empire. Before creating Boardwalk Empire, Winter was a writer and executive producer for the HBO series The Sopranos, from the show's second to sixth and final season. So he's got some credentials as far as, mob-related shows. Now, some of the reviews have been funny because you're like, oh, that's not what... Okay, it's TV. It's a streaming show. This isn't real life. No one's getting hurt. No one's really getting shot. It's Sylvester Stallone playing a part I think he's been dying to play for a long time. It's actually kind of nice to see him in a role he's never played before. I mean, he did kind of play a mobster way back when he did Oscar, but that was, that was another type of send-up of mafia action. But, sometimes you see people and this is their 45th mob-related project. Not for Stallone. So I actually like him in this role. I think the cast is really good. Some people, they're not fans, but that's okay. But it did happen to be the number one streaming debut this season. So, sometimes you just gotta go with what's going on. So Sylvester Stallone is Dwight the General Manfredi. Andrea Savage is Agent Stacy Beal. She does a really good job. They have good chemistry here in Sly. Max Casella is Armand Trucy. Martin Starr is Bodie. He's really good. Dominic Lombarzi is Charles "Chicky" Inverness. Now, you're doing your job as an actor when the viewer can't stand you. I can't stand that character because he's kind of, he's a dick. Vincent Piazza as Vince Ananacci. Oh, what are the odds? Said Vince. Jay Will is Tyson Mitchell. He does a really good job. Him and Sly have really good scenes together. And it's kind of interesting to see Sly. I mean, he's 80 years old, but when he walks in the frame, you got to watch him. Garrett Hedlund is Mitch Keller. A.C. Pearson is Pete "The Rock" Inverness, and Dana Delaney as Margaret. And she's only sprinkled in every now and then. Seems like is more of a favor more than anything. But maybe in season 2, her presence will be known more than it currently is. Anyway, so that's what we have for season 1, episode 1 of Tulsa King, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.